HOA charged me fees for land I don't belong to. I took them to court and won $154,000. Lila's hands trembled as she stared at the letter from the Karen Heights Homeowners Association. $12,000 in fees. It demanded, for a plot of land she'd never stepped foot on. Her small farm, a patchwork of cornfields and wildflowers, sat miles from their manicured lawns. Lila, 43, had scraped by for years, her calloused hands proof of a life tied to the earth. The HOA, led by Karen Whitaker, claimed her land fell under their jurisdiction due to a clerical error in old county records. Pay up or lose everything. Karen was a force in town, sharp-tongued, always in crisp blazers, her smile as cold as the contracts she wielded. She'd transformed Karen Heights into a gated paradise, but her reach stretched too far. Lila wasn't one of her polished neighbors. She was an outsider, and Karen seemed to relish the chance to crush her. "It's just business," Karen said at a town meeting, her voice smooth as she waved off Lila's protests. The crowd murmured, split between fear of Karen's influence and sympathy for Lila's plight. Lila fought back. She spent nights poring over dusty property deeds, her kitchen table buried under papers. She found no evidence her land belonged to the HOA when she confronted Karen at the HOA office. Karen's smirk deepened. "You can't afford to fight us," she said, her eyes gleaming. "We have lawyers you can't dream of." Lila's stomach churned, but she refused to buckle. She sold her old tractor to hire a lawyer, a scrappy young woman named Mara who believed in her case. The courtroom was packed on the trial's first day. Lila sat rigid, her faded denim jacket out of place among the HOA's suited attorneys. Karen, poised as ever, whispered to her team, her confidence unshaken. Mara argued fiercely, presenting decades-old maps proving Lila's land was independent. The HOA's lawyers countered with jargon-heavy claims, but cracks appeared when Mara exposed inconsistencies in their records. Whispers rippled through the crowd. Could Lila actually win? Then came the twist. On day 3, an elderly man shuffled into the courtroom, his face lined with regret. Amos, a retired county clerk, had kept silent for years but could no longer bear the weight. He testified that Karen had pressured him decades ago to alter land records, expanding the HOA's boundaries for profit. The room erupted. Karen's composure shattered, her face paling as Amos's words landed like blows. Lila's eyes widened, tears brimming not just for her fight, but for the truth finally breaking free. The trial grew uglier. Karen's team scrambled, painting Amos as senile, but his detailed account held firm. Townsfolk began to speak up, revealing Karen's strong-arm tactics: fines for unapproved mailboxes, threats to seize homes over minor violations. The HOA wasn't just a nuisance. It was a machine devouring the community's soul. Lila became a symbol of resistance, her quiet strength galvanizing others. Outside the courthouse, supporters held signs, "Free Lila's Land." The verdict came on a crisp morning. The judge's voice was steady. The court rules in favor of Ms. Lila Carter. The HOA's claims are invalid, and Ms. Carter is awarded $154,000 in damages. Cheers erupted, but Lila didn't smile. She felt hollow. The money couldn't replace the sleepless nights, the fear of losing her home, or the community's fractured trust. Karen left the courtroom in silence, her empire crumbling. Some whispered she'd move away, but the damage lingered. Lila returned to her farm, the victory bittersweet. The land was hers, but the fight had exposed a deeper truth. Greed could poison even the smallest towns. Amos visited her one evening, apologizing through tears. Lila forgave him, offering a cup of coffee as they sat under the stars. "We all make mistakes," she said softly. "It's what we do after that matters." The town began to heal, but scars remained. Neighbors debated Karen's ransom, blamed her. Others the system that let her thrive. Lila's win sparked new conversations about fairness, power, and community. She planted a new wildflower bed, each bloom a quiet defiance against those who tried to break her. What do you think? Was Lila's fight just about her land or something bigger? Share your thoughts on justice and community conflict.